Impact segment tonight, voter reaction to Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. First, we have to deal, though, with this Muslim father-Trump controversy that has erupted. Khizr Khan, naturalized American citizen from Pakistan, lost his son, a captain in the U.S. Army, in Iraq. He was killed on June 8, 2004, trying to stop two suicide bombers. Captain Khan is a true American hero. So the Democratic Party brought his father into the convention to scold Donald Trump about his proposed Muslim immigration policy. After that, Trump hit back.
Donald Trump, you're asking Americans to trust you with their future. Let me ask you, have you even read the United States Constitution? I will gladly lend you my copy.
I saw him. He was, very emotional and probably looked like a nice guy to me. His wife, if you look at his wife, she was standing there. She had nothing to say. Maybe she wasn't allowed to have anything to say. You tell me.
All right, joining us now from Los Angeles, Frank Luntz, who we asked to conduct a so-called dial session where regular folks, in this case uncommitted voters in Ohio, analyze statements from Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. The Khan-Trump controversy was included in the session. So set it up for us, Frank. What did you ask the folks?
Well, I asked them how significant was this, and this was the #1 moment from both conventions. And part of it had to deal with the fact that he showed that copy of the Constitution. When he pulled it out of his breast pocket and held it up, that said to voters, this is significant, I need to pay attention to it. But it wasn't just that. He went on, and you're going to see it in the dials, the higher the lines climb, the more favorable the reaction. This is one of the high moments of both conventions when he talked about his son's and his family's sacrifice. Let's take a look.
Have you ever been to Arlington Cemetery? Go look at the graves of brave patriots who died defending United States of America. You have sacrificed nothing and no one.
All right, so even Republicans had a positive view of that statement, correct?
Correct. This is very personal, and you do not want to get into an argument with a Gold Star mother. You do not want to fight with parents who lost their child, and everyone, 100%, says that he was a war hero. This is a big mistake from the Trump campaign, from Donald Trump.
And for both parties. I mean, like that. Now, I'm going to ask Trump about this tomorrow. It's interesting. I don't think Trump meant any malice by it, but if you do identity politics by saying, well, a Muslim woman might not have been able to talk, then you're right over into the area where you're going to get hammered. Okay, let's look at Trump then. He said something positive that you in your dial session said was the most successful thing. What was that?
And it focused on the positive aspects of what Trump is talking about, the inspirational and aspirational aspect of American life. Let's take a look.
But now, my sole and exclusive mission is to go to work for our country, to go to work for you. It's time to deliver a victory for the American people. But to do that, we must break free from the petty politics of the past. America is a nation of believers, dreamers, and strivers that is being led by a group of censors, critics, and cynics.
Okay, so the aspirational, we got to get out of the politics as usual, was his strongest moment, Trump?
It was one of his strongest moments, and what stood out, because it wasn't the highest dial, but what stood out from this is the fact that instead of critiquing where we stand negatively, all the failures, he's actually talking aspirationally about how successful America can be. If Donald Trump captures that kind of positive, forward-thinking language in his presentations, Bill, he absolutely could become the next president of the United States.
And what was striking about that is it's over 60% of Democrats listening to the aspirational line approved of it.
Exactly. But there's a negative. And, Bill, I want to play for you the part that did worst for Trump And the Clinton campaign must have been doing the same research that we were doing with the same type of voters in Ohio, because they went back to this again and again in their campaign.
Okay, let's roll the tape on that.
I have joined the political arena so that the powerful can no longer beat up on people who cannot defend themselves. Nobody knows the system better than me. Which is why I alone can fix it. I have seen firsthand how the system is rigged.
Okay, so the Democrats obviously didn't like that. Republicans were, 55% have said okay, right?
So it had no negative impact among Republicans, but those independents and Democrats, they didn't like it because to them, together, that line that Hillary Clinton used, better together, is something that they believe in. So to set the tone, Trump does best when he focuses on the positive outlook, talks about what's wrong, but then appeals to the aspirational aspects of America.
This is how it can be.
And he does worse.
Right.